welcome to your 2024 reading for this year, and of course any other time that you're guided to watch this, as the intention of my messages is always to be timeless. However, the intention of this reading is definitely to tap into each and every single month of the year. We're going to start with January all the way into December. Please keep in mind that these are general readings, so if for any reason you feel you're not resonating with this sun sign at this time, definitely check out your moon or your rising if that resonates better for you. And also, I wanted to mention that I just added a new listing on my Etsy shop. I am now offering Reiki healings. I do a version of Psychic Tarot Reiki. So I do the Reiki on you, but I also offer a tarot reading with it and any other advice or guidance that you may be seeking at this time throughout your spiritual journey. So definitely check that out on my Etsy page. And of course, if you ever want to get a reading from me, all of that is available in Etsy as well, and you can find the link in the description box below. But without further ado, let's get started on your reading. So like I said, we're going to start from January all the way to December. So let's just get right into it. All right, so for January, Libra, you have the Three of Pentacles. For February, you have the Nine of Wands. For March, you have Sun, and I already know this is not going to fit, so let me make some space here. Okay, so for April, you have the Ten of Swords. For May, you have the Devil. For June, you have the Eight of Wands. For July, you have the Nine of Pentacles. For August, you have the Tower. Okay, this one wanted to come out. For September, you have the Five of Pentacles. For October, you have the Ace of Wands. For November, the Two of Cups. And December, the Three of Cups. Interesting. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Wands. Awesome. So the vibe that I'm getting from the cards already, Libra, is that this is going to be a very transformative year for you. There's going to be a lot of highs and a lot of lows, and you're just going to have to roll with the punches. You know, when you get those really dark moments this year, do not feel like it's the end of the world. I definitely see and feel the comeback, the bounce back of every setback. And every setback is going to have lessons and growth. So don't see them as negative things happening in your life, but rather lessons to learn from and opportunities that will be offered to you, especially if you find yourself going down the wrong path and then you're redirected in a new direction. At first, that may feel painful, it may feel uncomfortable, but there's a reason for it. So this is going to be really, really important for you to survive this year, because I do feel like this year for you guys may be transformative in the sense that it's going to be uncomfortable. However, it's going to pay off very nicely. There's going to be many, many rewards and blessings if you see it through, and if you're able to find the silver lining through every experience. Because I just see you going up and down a lot. And as you can see how the cards are coming, it's like there's a negative card and then a positive one and then a negative and then a positive. So that's why I feel like there's going to be a lot of highs and a lot of lows, but it's for a reason. You're not being punished. You know, this isn't part of it's not a permanent situation. This is all temporary, and it's for a greater cause, okay? But what I do love, at the bottom of the deck here, you have the Queen of Wands. So this is going to be the underlying energy for the entire year for you. So regardless if you're going through highs or lows, I see you maintaining your spirit, maintaining this positive confidence, and that's the whole point. I feel like regardless if you have a good day or a bad day, with the Queen of Wands here, you're going to find a blessing in everything. You're going to find the silver lining through everything, right? And it's a very beautiful energy to have. This is what's going to help you survive this year, this Queen of Wands energy. Just always believing that you're radiating positivity and attracting what is for you. I do see you garnering a lot of attention, whether this is online or just, you know, out in public, I do feel like people see you radiating in this beauty and light that people want to know who you are and get to know you. So use this energy to your advantage, okay? Especially in moments of distress, and especially moments where you feel like it's the darkest of times. Find this light within yourself because it's always there for the taking. It's always, always there. It's like an inner flame within you. Okay, it never goes out. You know how sometimes the flames in stoves can just be like very small, very subtle, and it's on until you turn on the gas stove that it's on. It's always there. So some days when, yeah, it's a bad day, the fire kind of goes dim, but it never goes away. It's always there. And now I'm getting the image from Howl's Moving Castle with the little fire that they're constantly trying to save in the entire movie. Definitely check out that movie if that resonates with you, because fire is a big theme in that movie. So that's coming through for you guys. Okay, so beautiful. I'm also now seeing Elementals. That's also about fire. So definitely check out that movie too. But there's definitely a message of fire here and keeping that fire within you regardless of the good days and the bad days. Wow, that was beautiful. So let's get started in your monthly review here. So in January, we have the Three of Pentacles. So January 3rd may have been a significant day for you. So with Three of Pentacles, it does feel like you have a really good support group when the year begins. You're investing your time and energy into things that you love. You're surrounded by a like-minded community. So this is really good. I feel that this could be you participating in group efforts, group activities, whether this is hobbies or recreational activities, but this also feels like work. So it does feel like you're starting to work in environments that you genuinely enjoy. Making an income in things that you genuinely enjoy. And if you're not in that energy just yet, you are definitely manifesting it. But I think that the thing that's going to help push this energy forward and make this come into fruition, if you're not there yet, is definitely to surround yourself with people that are like-minded. Okay, so if you love music and you want to pursue music as a career, surround yourself with people who are doing that and want to do that as well. Okay, whatever that is for you. Yeah, Six of Pentacles, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely about career, income for you guys in the ways that you want to build yourself, build your businesses. With Six of Pentacles, I think for you guys, the biggest theme in January is a support group, okay? And I know I'm doing these readings later in the month, but, you know, it's still important to know this information because you can still take it with you into February. It doesn't mean that it's not going to affect you anymore. It very much still is. Okay, and then we have the World card at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like you're coming out of a cycle that you just completed. This cycle was more independent for you. It was more, okay, I had to go through that by myself. But now in January is a month where you're allowed to ask for help. And I say allowed because it could feel that sometimes you don't want to ask for help. Maybe it's your pride. Maybe you don't want to bother people, whatever that is for you. But with January, I do feel like I'm hearing helping hand, lend a helping hand, or either receive a helping hand. So if you have received help in your moments of need, then definitely give back when you're able to. Okay, but again, the message stands the same, to surround yourself with the like-minded community, because that's going to make you feel more seen, heard, and understood, especially if you're coming out of this like hyper independent energy where you've just been doing everything on your own. It obviously feels really good. You feel very accomplished. Okay, don't take away from that. However, it's okay to now surround yourself with people and be surrounded with a community. Okay, for February we have, also for January we have January 6th and January 21st coming through. So now in February, you have the Nine of Wands. So yeah, I do feel that if you don't ask for help in the way that you're being led and guided to in January, February is going to be a difficult year for you. A difficult month for you if you don't ask for help, because notice how she's by herself and she's stressing out. Okay, so there's a part of you that feels like you can do it without asking for help. But I really feel that if you were just to ask even one person, like, hey, I have this issue, I just want to talk it through, or I need support, that's really going to help you take this load off. Okay, I keep hearing like you don't need to do it alone. Two of Pentacles, yeah, you go back and forth a lot. You kind of think like, should I ask for help? Should I not? Should I ask for help? No, I don't need it. Yes, you do need it. And I feel like that's the Libra energy too. You guys do go back and forth a lot. Okay, Libras are known for being very indecisive, mostly all air signs, but I would give the throne to Libras when it comes to being indecisive. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. So again, that like independent energy of feeling like I don't need help, I could do this on my own. And it's because you have been successful. You've done a lot for yourself alone where you didn't need anybody. But I keep feeling that if you need help and you're able to ask for it, definitely do, because it'll take a load off of you. It feels like you're juggling a lot. You're taking on a lot of tasks, you're multitasking, and that's stressing you out. Okay, so in February, if you find yourself taking on too much and not asking for help, definitely, have like a bit of a check in with yourself to see how that's going for you. Okay, so for February, we have February 9th and February 2nd. All right, so then in March, we have the sun, which is beautiful. Things start to get better. The clouds start to dim and the sun starts to shine. Okay, so I feel like March is going to be a really good year for you. There's a lot of happiness, perhaps because it's going to start getting better in terms of season 2. This is when we're going to start getting spring and warmer days. I do see you spending a lot of time out in nature, in under the sunlight. I know in different hemispheres, different weather, but if it's sunny where you are, this is you definitely spending more time out there. I feel like with the sun, there's always a message of the inner child, especially with this imagery. Put more attention to your inner child, okay? Especially if January and February are more busy months where you're having to adult more. In March, it's time for you to take a little bit of a breather, take a vacation. It's spring, like spring break. I'm seeing Disneyland. So if you've been wanting to go to Disneyland, Disney World, wherever you are in the world, or like a theme park of some kind, definitely do that. Okay, if you're able to, you have the means for it, definitely do that. And if you don't, your inner child will love you just taking them to the park. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars to have your inner child enjoy themselves. Okay, I feel like the message here is definitely to have some more fun and not take life so seriously. Yes, we're adults, but we don't need to adult all the time. Yeah, Two of Swords, there's that indecision again. Okay, and this is your energy with the Two of Swords here. Yeah, you go back and forth a lot. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you have a battle within the heart and the mind. The heart wants to just, let their hair down, enjoy nature, enjoy life, not take it so seriously, and have fun. But the mind plays tricks on you. The mind tells you, no, we need to do this. We need to get this done. Remember, this isn't done yet. Oh, if only you had this. It starts to just like nitpick at your happiness, and it's something that you're working throughout the year. And I feel like sometimes those dark days that you may experience this year are brought to you by your mind, your negative ways of thinking. Okay, and I say that because we're going to be getting into the Ten of Swords in April. But I feel that if you're able to control your mind and not perceive your life through this negative perspective and a rather loving perspective, getting into the energy of love and feeling love, okay? I know that's really hard, especially just like what the collective is going through right now. It's really hard to like just be a loving being, receive love, give love, because of all the distress that's happening in the world. And I feel like you guys are feeling the more negative side of what the collective is going through. But I feel like a lot of the time it's a choice, okay? And I'm not saying that it's always a choice, but a lot of the time when with your mind, you're looking at things through a negative perspective because it's easier. It's what's programmed in you. And with the Sun card here, this is your inner child reminding you there's a lot of beauty in the world. Look at that. Attune to the beauty in the world. We can sit here and look at all the negative things happening in the world, or we can look at good things happening, because they're both at the same end of the spectrum, right? The earth has both. We have good and bad. And obviously we have to also be mindful of the bad, not saying to completely ignore it, but you know what I mean, right? There's also good happening in the world, and try to attune to that. This message is coming for you specifically because I feel like you guys tend to look at the negative more, and it's time to balance that out. And I see that with the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. You're trying to find the balance, and sometimes you just run away and don't want to face anything, deal with anything. So you kind of just get in denial or you shut down. Okay, so I feel like with the Sun here and the Queen of Cups, the message is to breathe and feel the love that is available to you. That'll be more beneficial. Okay, so March, we have March 19th, March 2nd. And then in April, we have Ten of Swords. So yeah, this is how I feel. When your mind plays tricks on you, this is the end result. Okay, so let's get clarification on that before I say what I'm feeling. Ten of Pentacles. And the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I feel like, again, the message is coming through the same. You have a lot to be grateful for with this Ten of Pentacles, okay? You can have like a really good family or just a really good sense of stability. I feel like the message here is saying, pay attention to your blessings. I keep hearing that. Pay attention to your blessings instead of focusing on the bad. Okay, Nine of Cups, your wishes have been granted. There's a lot to be grateful for. And, you know, it's important that we don't take it for granted, because there's always that message. If you take what God has given to you for granted, they will not bless you with more, because you're not taking it for, you're not being grateful for what they gave you, right? And I feel like with the Ten of Pentacles, you have a lot of blessings to be grateful for. But with the Ten of Swords, you're not seeing them because you're focusing on the negative so much. And there's a lot to be thankful for. I just keep hearing that, so I hope that resonates for you. If it doesn't, don't take it, but that's what's coming through here. I feel like for those who do have a really good family support, that's coming through as well. You know, just because you're not rich and wealthy doesn't mean you're not blessed. Being rich and being wealthy has different definitions. It doesn't always mean the money in your bank account. It means more than that. It means the community. You know that saying that sometimes the poorest of people are the happiest, whereas people that have millions of dollars are like the most depressed? That message is coming through here for you guys. That's something you need to sit with. Okay, so April 10th is coming through, April 9th, and then if we add these together, we also have April 20th. Okay, so May, we have the Devil. So this is why I feel like there's this like ebb and flow of your thoughts. It goes from positive to negative, and it just goes like that, back and forth. And I'm starting to feel like I have a headache. So I feel like this does weigh heavy on you. It is very, what's the word I'm looking for? Bothersome. It feels bothersome, tiresome even. Okay, with the Devil here, this could be the negative influences that are affecting you. This could be a codependent relationship. Doesn't have to be romantic. Could be family, could be friend, whomever. But there's a negative relationship in your life or negative external circumstances that cause you to fall into this darkness. And with the Devil here, it's sometimes not even to your fault. You can't escape it. You can escape it, but what I'm saying is it's harder to escape it than to not. Okay, easier said than done is what I'm trying to say. And this energy has a really strong grip on you. It's like you get away and then it brings you back. So that's why I feel like when you have good days, you're like, you know, on this cloud, on this high, and then this energy just kind of swoops you under and takes it all away the next day. But I feel like it could be your own shadows too, okay? It definitely feels like external circumstances, because with the imagery here, it's another person. So it could be another energy outside of you, but this could also be your shadow side, your ego, you know? The ego focuses on what we don't have. We have the Knight of Swords. I just heard get away. With the way that this looks too, he's running away. It looks like he's running away here. May 15th is coming through. May 3rd, we have the Empress. So I feel like you are the Empress, obviously, right? The Venus energy. You're more capable than you realize, Libra. This message is coming through right now. You have a lot of blessings. I just feel like you're very blessed by the universe, but you're unable to see it because of this darkness that looms over you. This could even be depression, mental health issues. Don't want to put a label on it, but that is coming through. Like sometimes we can't help it. We can't help the darkness that we feel. Okay. It just like takes over you. And I feel like this energy takes everything with you. With the Nine of Swords here, like if you're a very active person, if you love running, going out, when these dark days hit, you feel like doing nothing. You stay in bed. It just like comes crashing down. Okay, so I do feel like the biggest thing here for you is going to be mindfulness, to catch yourself when that is happening, and to surround yourself with that like-minded community that we were speaking about in the first month, because they're going to be your saving grace. Okay, but they won't know that you're going through a challenging time if you don't tell them. If you don't let people in, they can't help you. Okay, so I do feel like May is going to be a month where you try to combat this dark energy that keeps you from fully feeling in your authenticity and in the loving energy that you need to be in, where you appreciate everything, right? Where you're the Empress. Okay, and then in June we have the Eight of Wands. So I feel like this is you gaining your energy back, right? This is you coming back. This is the bounce back that I keep telling you about, like you overcoming the setbacks. Okay, this Eight of Wands, you gain your energy again, and you're like, whew, let's get things done. I'm feeling inspired. I'm feeling motivated. So June 8th is coming through. Now we have June 2nd with the Two of Wands. Yeah, see, choice one, choice two. That's what I'm saying. You guys are caught between two different paths. And these opportunities open for you mostly in June. What I like about the Two of Wands, it's a more positive choice. Whereas the Two of Swords, it's like you have the choice, but you don't know what to pick. You don't know what to do. And in the Two of Wands, the guy chooses. Okay, so I do feel like in June, you make a choice that changes everything for you, whether it's leaving this dark energy behind and moving forward, or you actually do something, whether you move, travel, something of that nature. We do have the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So you do get a surge of energy. Now I'm being reminded of the flame that I was talking about at the beginning of the reading. The flame within you sparks in June, and nothing can stop you. And when you get those moments of energy, those spurs of energy, definitely take advantage of it. Definitely try to get as much done in those little moments, because you're unbeatable, you're unstoppable. Okay, so I do see you moving a lot in June, whether that's just energy or literally traveling, moving around. Okay, in July we have the Nine of Pentacles. So beautiful energy. Another good month for you. Okay, this is where you're living in your authenticity. You're feeling really good about yourself. You have this independence. You've made the choice, okay, and you're living in your choice. You make the right choice. Whatever choice you make in June and July, you're living in it. Okay, this kind of looks like a hotel for me. I always get different energies with this card, but for your reading right now, I'm feeling like a hotel. So I do feel like you travel, you take a vacation, you go somewhere. But I'm also feeling that some of you did choose to move to live alone, and this is you living in your new space independently, okay, and you're feeling really good about it. You're living in abundance, you're living in financial independence, or at least building your way towards it, okay, but really good energy in July. So July 9th is coming through here. The King of Cups. Yeah, you start to be in that loving energy that I was talking about with the Queen of Cups, and now we have the King of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the Hanged Man. So I do feel like you have a shift in perspective. And like I was saying, in order for you to feel the happiness and the blessings that surround you, you have to shift your perspective from the negative to the positive. And I feel like you start doing that. And that could also be the choice that you make in June. You start to choose to see things differently, and that changes everything for you. Okay, you get a light bulb moment, you get an epiphany, and you start to see, wow, love, beauty, abundance does surround me. It's always been there. I just was too caught up in the noise to see it, to feel it. Okay, so I feel like July is a really good month for you in terms of loving yourself, being authentic with yourself, putting yourself first. With the King of Cups here, you may even meet someone who is radiating love. This could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, just someone who is also in the energy of love, and you're able to merge together with this person. This could be a friend or a romantic interest. Okay. And then in August, we have, oh yeah, for July, we also have July 12th with the Hangman. So in August, we have the Tower. Okay, so this is the transformation that I felt was going to change everything for you. I feel like when you change your perspective from the negative to the positive, that's already one transformation. That's already something new within you. But then in August, an intervention of some kind takes place that completely changes everything for you. Okay, it almost feels like the choice that you made was just the start of it. And then this is like the initiation or the divine intervention needed to get you fully in the energy that you need to be. So I do feel like August may be a little bit uncomfortable. Something is going to shift and change for you that you may not like, but will be beneficial for you. And it's going to be another moment in time where you're really going to have to, again, look at the blessings, look at the bright side. And again, I know that's easier said than done, but that's going to help you persevere through any difficult time. Okay, so for August 16 is coming through. Six of Cups. Okay, so something of your past may revisit in August, and you're going to make a final choice whether this energy serves you or no longer serves you. Okay, with the Six of Cups, this could be a person of your past. It could be a past pattern, past wounds that finally you're being made to sit with and confront and process in order to release it. Okay, so let's say there's like a trigger or a pattern that you need to release in order to fully step into your power. You're going to feel that in August. And again, it's going to be uncomfortable, especially if you've been avoiding it. It's like now forcing you to confront it so you can let it go. We have 10 of Cups. So this could be a family wound. It definitely feels like family with the 10 of Cups and the 6 of Cups. Okay, so it could be a childhood wound, forgiving someone of your past for that, sitting down with the discomfort of that so you can move forward. Okay. So August 6th and August 10th are coming through as well. All right, so September, we have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so here's this dark cloud again. Okay, but I feel like this 5 of Pentacles is you surviving this Tower moment. Okay, it's going to knock the wind out of you. It's going to be really uncomfortable. You're going to have to rebuild again. But I see it getting really better for you for the rest of the year. Okay, so I do feel like there's going to be some challenges in August and September, but then October, November, December, it's like the page of a new beginning, a new page, a new chapter. Okay, so September 5th is coming through. It's almost like you need to hit rock bottom in order to start building. We have the 9 of Swords. Yeah, here's the mind playing tricks again. Okay, and then we have the 3 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So September 9th, September 3rd. So I do feel that this is you embracing the positivity. Okay, this is you trying to see the bright side of things and knowing that the universe has your back regardless of challenging times. Okay, so keep the faith in September and August because that's going to be really important for you in times of distress. Okay, because I do see you kind of freaking out here in September. So it's going to be really important to, stick to a daily ritual, daily practice, whether that's meditation, prayer, journaling, exercise, something that is going to help the mind stay in control and not fall into that pit of depression. Okay, because I do see it kind of coming back here with the 9 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. Something is going to affect your material world that is going to send you into some type of distress, but it's really important for you to keep the faith and remember that there's always better days, that the bad days are temporary. Okay, so again, I know easier said than done, but that's the message that's coming through for that. All right, so I mentioned the dates, yes. Okay, so October, we have the Ace of Wands. So this is that brand new beginning, brand new chapter, exciting new beginning, a passionate new beginning. So you survive, Okay, you survived this time of distress. And what I like about this is that it's the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. Okay, that's like energy you don't need to worry about. It's not like the Devil or the Tower where it's fixed. This is energy that can easily be maneuvered. You can easily get out of the mindset of a Five of Pentacles. You can easily get out of the mindset of a Nine of Swords. It doesn't rule over you. You rule over it. And I feel that you come to the realization of that in October because you do something about it. There's that flame within you again that is always there. All you need to do is spark it up. That's all. It does feel like it kind of gets dim at some points of the year, but then in October, you wake it up again. There's this like spark of creativity. You get inspired. You start to look at the world differently. You start to think, I could write about this. I could paint about this. Beautiful. Yeah, the Star. Your prayers are answered. There's renewal, there's hope. And this is why it's really important for you to pick up, like I said, daily practices that help you stay connected to yourself, to God, the universe, your spirit team, because in times of distress, it's them that you're going to need to seek advice from. We have the Emperor. Yeah, this is how you keep your power. Okay, and I feel like you do recognize your power in October, and that's why you're able to start fresh, start anew, because you kept the faith. Okay, the Star is also about keeping faith in times of distress. So I do feel like there's better days after dealing with this Tower over here and this distress in September. In October, you start to really find your power and you start to have faith in the universe and the world, and things start to get better. Okay, so for October, we have October 1st, October 17th, and October 4th. Okay, in November, we have the Two of Cups, which is beautiful. I feel like you meet a special someone. This could be a romantic soulmate. This could be a best friend. This could also be the, what's the word I'm looking for? The resurgence of current relationships getting better. Okay, so I do feel like you meet your person. This could also be you with yourself. You know, you and your higher self, you and your inner child having a grand old time. Page of Wands. Yeah, it does feel like it's someone new though with the Page of Wands, someone new and exciting entering your life. Four of Cups. Yeah, after a moment of apathy, right? Of just kind of shutting down and not wanting to participate in the world. Okay, I do feel like this person may have reached out to you and you ignored them. And then maybe they reach out again, or maybe you notice like, oh, hey, I didn't respond to that message, even though that was months ago. I should get back at them. I should get back to them. And you do, and then you guys hit it off really well. Conversation is really well. Sparks start flying. And it feels like it leads from one thing to another. It feels like it starts as like playful banter, or even just like a very innocent outing where you're just kind of like, I'll hang out with this person, no big deal. But then you guys hit it off really well. Okay, so beautiful energy. And then for dates, we have November 2nd and November 4th. And then finishing it off with December, we have the Three of Cups, celebration, community. I love how you started with the Three of Pentacles and now you're ending with the Three of Cups in December. So again, community is really important for you, okay? Again, that like-minded community is going to be your saving grace in this year. The most important thing for you to know is to not ever feel like you're alone in times of distress. It's really, really important to reach out to your support group so that they can be there for you. Because again, if you don't let them in, they have no idea what's going on with you. They can't help you if you're not open, right? So I think that may be a lesson to be learned here, is to be more open and allow people to know what you're going through so that they can help you, right? Vulnerability is key here. But I do see you celebrating. I do see the times of distress ending. I do feel like the last 3 months are really good for you, okay? In terms of no more pain, no more sadness, no more negative thoughts. I feel like you fully defeat the negative thinking by the last 3 months of the year, okay? Because I do feel like from January all the way to September, it feels like there's a back and forth. And that's okay. Don't feel like it's the end of the world. It's the process, right? And that's all that's important, that you're undergoing the process, and that's what it feels like. So December 3rd is coming through. I feel like this is you on New Year's Eve. getting ready to make room for 2025 and feeling really good about it, because I feel like you're looking back at 2024 and being like, wow, I survived that. I'm a new, changed person, all for the better. Okay, so we have Queen of Pentacles coming out along with the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is making another appearance for you guys. So yeah, in December, this is you reflecting in the year, like I was saying. This is you looking back and thinking, wow, I changed for the better. I'm no longer living in that scarcity mindset and the small-mindedness that I was thinking through the negative perspective. Queen of Pentacles, I feel like this is you, how you feel about yourself towards the end of the year. Okay, you're living in abundance. You could even pick up cooking as a hobby, or maybe you just love cooking and you start doing it more. That could be another passion of yours. I feel like that's how a lot of you express creativity, is through cooking. Okay, then we have the Seven of Wands. So I feel like this is when you were defensive. You didn't let people in. But then as you brought these walls down and you let people in, you're able to see that your community is always there for you. You have a support group all around you, and it makes you all the better. All right, Libra. So that's what I have for you guys in the tarot. Let's go ahead and get into your oracles. So I'm going to be pulling from the Island Time Wellness Law of Attraction. We have surprise in a way that you wouldn't expect. A gift from the universe, intense. Twist of fate, eclipse news. Interesting. So pay attention to the next eclipse. Something may change there for you. That may be the initiation, the transformation. But it's all good things. Say affirmations. State as I am. Manifesting happens in present tense in a present life. Believable to you. And then we have creating reality, which looks like the Ace of Wands, right? With the hand and the pen. They look similar here. Live your best life by design. You have amazing experiences. Freedom, lifestyle, infinite potential. Beautiful. And bottom of the deck, we have follow your bliss. Do what inspires you. Creativity, new direction, heart meets mind, no fear-based decisions. Exactly. And the fact that it's at the bottom of the deck tells me that this is what you're going to be undergoing throughout the whole year, right? The heart and the mind, the fear-based decisions that you're getting rid of. So I love that. Next, we're going to do the Sufi Wisdom Oracle. Concealed power, give birth to the wonder of revelation. Beautiful. And I'm pretty sure revelation in this book speaks of creation, of creativity. Okay, so give birth to the wonder of your creativity. With concealed power, it feels like you have limitless potential, untapped potential even, that you've been concealing from the universe, but it's now time to make it known to the world. Gift of freedom, break away from your attachments, definitely, right? That was the heart and the mind battle that you've been having. Dawn of love, love is rising on the horizon of your life. Beautiful. Which I feel like that's the whole point, right? From you to get out of this negative perspective, it's to get into a more loving one. Ending a trauma, transform memories and symptoms. Yeah, and I feel like that could also be why you tend to look at things from a more negative perspective. It could be past traumas, right? But now it's time to transform those and transmute them into something positive. And lastly, we're going to get from the fortune reading cards. This one wants to come out. Beautiful. You have the sun again. Open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. Exactly. So growth. 2024 is a year for growth for you. But it's going to give you the happiness that people only dream about, right? But you're finally going to experience it. And then we have wish. Your heart's desire is ready to come true. Exactly. And notice how it says heart's desire. Not the mind, but the heart. Fool, have the courage to embrace change, take risks, be adventurous. Exactly, have the courage, right? Don't be scared. And lastly, unity, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. And that's what I was talking about with that Queen of Wands, right? It's like you radiate this energy, so you always have it. It's always there for you. So definitely tune into that more, and it'll help you attract better experiences and better partnerships as well. All right, Libra, so that is what I have for you guys during this time. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell button, and I will be posting love readings right after this, so stay tuned for that. Take care. Bye.